Let me tell you about Sarah, a friend whose story might sound familiar to many of us. Sarah was always ambitious, driven, and passionate about her work. She poured her heart into a project at her job, investing countless late nights and weekends, believing it would be her big break. But then, the project failed. The results were disappointing, and the feedback she received from her team and supervisors was not just critical, it was downright harsh, almost personal. Every red mark on her report felt like a blow to her confidence, and every meeting left her feeling smaller and more uncertain about her abilities. So, Sarah made a decision. She told herself she needed to heal, to recover from the sting of failure. She retreated into her own world, focusing on self-care and personal growth. She downloaded every meditation app she could find, started a gratitude journal, and filled her days with affirmations and mindfulness exercises. When friends invited her out or suggested new projects, she politely declined, saying, "I'm healing right now." She avoided anything that might challenge her or remind her of her recent failure. Her world slowly shrank to the size of her yoga mat and a growing stack of self-help books. The outside world, with all its risks and uncertainties, felt too overwhelming to face. The cozy cocoon she built for herself, meant to be a temporary shelter, gradually became her permanent residence. It was safe, predictable, and free from criticism. Sarah became fluent in the language of healing. She could recite affirmations, explain the benefits of mindfulness, and quote every self-help author she read. But somewhere along the way, she forgot the true purpose of healing: to gather strength and re-engage with the world, not to hide from it. It's a pattern many of us fall into after a setback. We retreat, telling ourselves we're protecting our hearts, when in reality, we're just avoiding the possibility of failing again. We mistake the absence of risk for the presence of healing, thinking that if we just stay away from challenges, we'll eventually feel better. But real healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when we test our strength, when we step back into the arena, even if our hands are shaking. Growth comes not from avoiding the arena, but from daring to enter it again, scars and all. Sarah was hiding from failure, using the language of healing as a shield to keep herself safe from disappointment. The longer she stayed hidden, the more anxious she became. The world outside her cocoon started to feel not just unfamiliar, but terrifying. The thought of facing new challenges, or even just meeting friends, became overwhelming. This is a story that plays out in many lives, not just Sarah's. We build fortresses to keep pain out, but those same walls keep us from growing wings and learning to fly. We convince ourselves that avoiding the arena is the same as processing pain, but it's really just postponing life. True healing requires us to step back into the world, to risk vulnerability, and to allow ourselves to be seen, flaws and all. Sarah's journey became a shield, a way to avoid pain rather than a process to move through it. Her healing became a beautiful excuse to stay small, to avoid the discomfort of growth. The longer she held onto her shield, the heavier it became, weighing her down instead of setting her free. The world outside her window seemed impossibly scary, but it was also full of possibility and hope. We must remember, healing is not about staying hidden. It's about getting strong enough to step back into the world, to try again, and to let ourselves grow beyond the cocoon. Avoidance feels good because it silences our brain's alarm system. We get a sense of relief, but it's a short-term soothe. Our brain learns that avoiding equals relief, reinforcing fear. The avoided task becomes a terrifying monster. The long-term sting is insidious. Our world shrinks. We avoid more, and anxiety permeates everything. Avoidance is like making minimum payments on a massive debt. The fear compounds, becoming insurmountable. The temporary relief of avoidance costs long-term courage. It's a terrible exchange we make daily. Avoidance teaches us we can't handle discomfort. We train our fear to grow stronger. The initial problem becomes a life-altering burden. True freedom requires facing fear, not avoiding it. The self-care movement began as a call to reclaim our humanity. But it's twisted into a mandate for perpetual comfort. It focuses on soothing activities, not restoration for the fight. True resilience isn't built in a bubble bath. When self-care is only about feeling good, it becomes numbing. We build a cage of comfort, avoiding growth and connection. We must ask, are we protecting our energy to show up fully, or hoarding it to avoid challenges? Self-care without self-awareness becomes self-imprisonment. This isn't an attack on healing, it's about what happens next. Healing is about getting back on your feet, not staying on the floor. The purpose is to build resilience, not avoid future pain. To dare greatly is to embrace vulnerability as courage. The arena is where we connect, create, and live. Staying on the sidelines is forfeiting the game. Challenge the narrative that we must be perfectly healed to be brave. Healing is an ongoing practice of showing up. Honor your pain by refusing to stay small. The bravest thing is to step back into the light, imperfect and afraid. It's hard to distinguish healing from hiding. True healing expands your world, hiding shrinks it. Passive consumption over active creation is a sign of hiding. Healing requires processing and integrating, not just absorbing. Pay attention to your internal narrative. Healing is empowering, hiding justifies limitations. Check your energy. Does healing restore or deplete you? Hiding is exhausting. True healing is restorative. The language of hiding is about limitation. Healing is about capacity. A day of true rest fills your cup. Avoidance drains it. True healing leaves you ready to engage with life. Moving from comfort to vulnerability isn't a giant leap. It's a series of small, intentional actions that gradually build up to significant change. Each step, no matter how tiny, is a testament to your courage and willingness to grow. It's about small, deliberate steps. These steps might seem insignificant on their own, but together, they create a path forward. Each step is a choice to move beyond the familiar and embrace the unknown. Name it. I've been hiding. Acknowledge the fear and the comfort zones that have kept you stagnant. Recognize the patterns that have held you back, and decide to break free from them. Choose one small step back toward the world. It could be as simple as stepping outside your front door, making a phone call, or starting a conversation. These small actions are the building blocks of change. Make the action so small, fear can't argue against it. When the steps are manageable, fear loses its power. You gain confidence with each tiny victory, and soon, those small steps become strides. Practice the rumble. Acknowledge fear, but take charge. Celebrate effort, not outcome. It's the act of trying, of showing up, that deserves recognition. Each attempt is a step toward growth. The victory is in doing the scary thing. It's in facing what intimidates you and moving forward anyway. This is where true growth happens. Celebrate the act of courage itself. Every brave action, no matter how small, is a reason to celebrate. It's a step toward becoming the person you want to be. Rewire your brain to reward brave action. By celebrating each step, you train your mind to associate courage with positive outcomes. This makes it easier to take the next step. Build the muscle of courage, one step at a time. Just like any other muscle, courage gets stronger with practice. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. The goal is not to be fearless, but to act despite fear. Fear is a natural part of growth. It's not about eliminating it, but about learning to move forward with it. Acknowledge fear, but don't let it drive. Let it be a passenger, not the driver. You are in control of your journey. Show up, even if imperfectly. Perfection is not the goal. Showing up, being present, and taking action are what matter most. The world needs you now, with your courage. Your unique perspective and bravery can make a difference. Don't underestimate the impact of your actions. Take one small, imperfect step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a step forward. Progress is made one step at a time. Send the email, make the call, write the sentence. Show up. These actions, though small, are powerful. They are the foundation of your growth. The growth you seek is in the next brave step. Each step you take brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. Embrace the journey, one step at a time. The myth of perfection keeps us hiding. Embrace imperfect action. Do it badly, do it scared. Lower the bar for what counts as a win. Break the cycle of inertia. The universe rewards motion, not perfection. Be willing to be a beginner again. Awkwardness is proof of courage. Give yourself grace. Progress isn't a straight line. Keep showing up, imperfectly. Choose action over avoidance. Let your willingness to try define you. Showing up scared unlocks unique power. Fear is theoretical until we step into the arena. The monster shrinks in the light of action. We survive, often better than expected. Showing up changes our identity to one of courage. Vulnerability is the birthplace of connection. Hiding isolates. Showing up finds our tribe. Let action define you, with fear as a passenger. Show up, scared and all, to find your people. The world needs your courage, not your perfection. As we reflect on the year, take a moment to honor your healing, every quiet victory, every tear shed, every time you chose to keep going. Healing is not always loud or visible, but it is always worthy of recognition. Yet ask yourself, is this healing a springboard to something greater, or have you made it your final destination? Growth asks us to move forward, not just to recover, but to transform. True growth is found in the choices we make, in the actions we take, not just in the moments we spend reflecting. Reflection is the soil, but action is the seed that grows. The promise of growth isn't a life free from pain or challenge. Instead, it's a life that feels richer, deeper, and more meaningful, because you've chosen to show up, even when it's hard. The arena of life is waiting for you, a stage to step onto, a conversation to begin, a dream to pursue. Every day, you have the chance to choose courage over comfort, to step into the unknown. It's natural to feel fear. Acknowledge it, honor it, but don't let it hold you back. Growth begins with a single brave step forward, no matter how small. The world needs your voice, your ideas, your unique courage, now more than ever. Your willingness to show up, even imperfectly, can inspire others to do the same. Show up, dare greatly, and allow yourself to live fully, even alongside pain or uncertainty. This is where true growth happens. Growth is not a single leap, but a series of brave steps. Each one matters. Take the next one, even if your voice shakes or your hands tremble. The comfort of the cocoon is safe, familiar, and warm. But real joy, real fulfillment, is found in the courage to spread your wings and fly. The world doesn't need your perfection. It needs your courage, your authenticity, your willingness to try, to fail, and to try again. Let your life be a testament to bravery, a story of someone who chose to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. The growth you seek is waiting in your next brave step. Trust yourself and take it.